Hi, in this video I'm going to continue with some practice problems, and I'm going to look at number 7 on your worksheet. So if you will, just follow along with me. This one is written just a little bit differently, but they are the difference between two perfect cubes. I'm going to rewrite the 216 as 6 cubed minus m cubed. And now I'm ready to factor it. My first binomial is going to be 6 minus m. My trinomial, square the 6, and you get 36. And then multiply those two, and again, you've already spent your minus sign, so it's going to be plus 6m. And then square the m, and it's going to be plus m squared. And that is your answer for number 7. Now let's take a look at look at number 9. In number 9, we have to recognize the fact that it has a GCF, and that GCF is the number 2. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out the 2. And now again, I have the difference between two perfect cubes. I'm going to rewrite that 27 as 3 cubed. And again, this is why it's very important to recognize perfect cubes. And now it's time to factor it. The binomial is going to be 3 minus x. The trinomial is going to be the square of 3, which is 9, plus 3x, which is what you get when you multiply those two together, and then plus x squared. Again, in the template, you can only spend one minus sign, and it's spent in the binomial. Let's do one or two more. Yes, let's take a look at number 11. Now 11 is a little bit different because we've got variables on the front and the back side of the problem, and we've got numbers as well. But all of these are perfect cubes. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite that 8 as 2 cubed, and that 27 as 3 cubed. And now I'm ready to factor. Again, in the binomial, you're just going to drop the 3's. So if I drop all 4 of those 3's, I'm going to have 2x minus 3y. You're really just taking the cubic root of 8x cubed, and that's 2x, and the cubic root of 27y cubed, and that's 3y. In the trinomial, again, you're going to square the first term. Well, 2x squared is 4x squared, plus the product of 3y times 2x. Again, multiply those two together, and you're going to get 6xy. And then the the square of 3y, which is plus 9y squared. I know it is a little bit odd to see that minus sign there and not want to put it over here, but again, in the template you can only have one negative, and it is spent in the binomial. Okay, let's see if there's one more we can do. Let's try number 12. Again, we have a perfect cube in that 8. So the binomial will be 2x minus y. And the trinomial, square the 2x, you get 4x squared. Multiply those two together, or push them together if you'd like to say it that way, and you're going to get 2xy. And then the square of y is y squared. And that is how you factor the sum and difference of two perfect cubes.